y'all, listen. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome into the building and thank you for catching the late train with me. Yeah, it's the late train tonight, so it's Diva's late train. But I'm glad that you're in the building and it's nice to see you here. Welcome. Listen, just like that. Just like that, my kid finished 1 year of college, okay? So he has some finals he has to take tomorrow, but I had to go tonight and pick up the stuff from his room. And child, listen, these kids, they want to drive us bananas. They want to drive us nuts. So I went. His grandfather, he calls him Papa. Papa was there, helped me get the stuff out of the room, into his truck, some in my car. And listen, just like that, 1 year down, 3 more to go. Super proud of him. It's been a very successful, season and semester and 1 year of college for him. So I'm super excited for him. So I guess tomorrow into the summer, whenever he go back again, he'll be here driving me bananas. Okay. But anyway, so that's that. My dad is still in the hospital. I'm hoping to see him come home on Wednesday. That's another story in and of itself. But listen, guys, we're here. It's trending topics. I'm glad you're here. And let me tell y'all something. You're wrong for not going out and buying Brittany Griner's book. When I went to the Barnes and Noble, I think I went Saturday. Yeah, I went Saturday because Sunday was Mother's Day. When I went Saturday, I asked them for Brittany's book, Whoopi Goldberg's book, and Shaunie Henderson book. Honey, Shaunie and Whoopi was sold out. They had to order it for me. Sold out. But Brittany Griner, it was a pile of them. They were stacked up yay high. Now, y'all going to support all the sisters. Don't do that. Don't do that, y'all. Support all the sisters. Now, I don't know why you're mad at Brittany. She made a mistake. She forgot the stuff was in her bag. She got over there, got stuck over there in Russia. She forgot. So don't do her like that. Go out and support her too. Now, I don't know where they're getting these book prices from, though. All of their books is like $20-something. It don't make sense to me. But you know what? I supported. It's the sister. I went ahead and bought the book. But I was like, woo, woo, woo. I sure was. Woo, woo, woo. But go out there and support your sisters. Like I said, I got the 2 books on the way. And Brittany Griner, I don't know where I said it at. It's somewhere in my house. So I guess I'll put it over there next to Jada. Okay? But I do have the book. So go out there and support. But tonight's trending topics, honey. And listen, happy belated Mother's Day to everybody. Happy Mother's Day. Listen, if your mom is still here, still breathing, still alive, I don't care what you went through in your childhood. Because some people lose their natural mind about the childhood. Let it go. Honor that mother and that father. Okay? And your days on this earth will be long. Hug your mother, kiss your mother, say happy Mother's Day. Do whatever you got to say, okay? All right. So listen, guys. Tonight's trending topics is called, Are You Crazy? Are you crazy? Yeah. We got this TV chef. A celebrity chef up there chopping up the food, cooking up the food, serving the people, living out there in Brooklyn. And he, because of loopholes, has been living in his Brooklyn apartment rent-free for 4.5 years. He ought to be ashamed of himself. You know what? I'll never understand a freeloader. No, I will not. No. I will work 2 jobs, 3 jobs. I work 17 jobs to pay my way. I will never understand a freeloader. You have hands, you can see, you got your feet, everything's working. Get out there, hit the pavement, and go to work. What a bum. Chef. You got the average everyday people out here working Walmart, Target, putting their coins together to pay their bills, and you got the money, and because of a loophole, you refuse to pay your rent. You're a bum. He's the reason why we have these troubles now in the world, because of people like him. You're a bum. Somebody asked me one time, did I want to go in with them, get a house, rent it out, or we're going to make a whole lot of money on rental property and we'll have a whole lot of headaches? That's not my ministry. I'm not doing no rental properties. No, I'm not. I'm not screening the people, because when they come to rent the property, they come either single or they be like, oh, this my husband. We're quiet. We're good people. We go to church on Sunday. And then come moving day, the truck rolls up. They got 13 kids, 5 cats, dogs. No. I'm not being no renter. I'm not gonna be having rental properties. It's not my ministry. Let somebody else do that. Not doing it. They smoke. Come on, Savannah. They smoke. They play loud music. They drink. They're dirty. I ain't doing that. No. Then we got Shaunie Henderson. Shaunie Henderson, you know what? And she talked about me because I went and bought the book and she said I'm stupid. She said, you unintelligent people took what I said out of context. Girl, you said the word. We read the words off the page. You said, I don't think I was ever in love with Shaq. How did someone twist that up? You also said that the first time you felt love is with your husband now. What was his name? Shaunie Henderson. Girl, you said that. You know, over here at Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva, we don't put 20 on 10. We go by what you said. I did get a haircut because my hair was just, I probably was stressing myself out. I was waking up, the hair on the pillow, the hair on the floor. I went to the barber today. I said, just take the hair off because it's coming off anyway. So we trying again. Maybe this summer to grow, maybe it won't. I don't know. I ain't going, this hair is gone. It sure was. I was just doing like this and the hair was in my hand, hair in my hand. But I probably was stressing myself out bad. But yeah, I did get a haircut. So yeah. She gonna tell us, we stupid. Your book sold out. Do you want to apologize to the people that you call stupid? I paid $20 for that darn book at the Barnes & Noble. And then I came home to find out that she said I'm stupid. She lucky I ain't the return queen. Because I will return that thing right back to Barnes & Noble. But I'm going to let her get this one off. She messy. So, Shaunie, are you crazy? Then, child, we got to talk about King Combs. Listen, I know it hurts. If the streets are talking about your mammy, your daddy, your cousin, your sister, your brother, it hurts. So right now, before all the Cassie lawsuit, Diddy was at the top of the world. He was living by his mantra, bad boy for life. He was living by his own words, can't stop, won't stop. But he got stopped. Because Cassie stopped him dead in his track. He called Cassie bluff and she said, oh, you think I'm playing? Boom, she took the lawsuit down to the courts. Yeah, she did. And blew up his whole entire world. Poof, just like that overnight. Yeah, Cassie did. So then ever since then, lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit, their Homeland Security plops down on his house and his whole world is changed. So King Combs, Diddy's son, Diddy's twin, because King Combs look just like Diddy. It's like, poof, they look like Diddy. Spitting image. So King Combs was in his feelings. He decides he's going to make a diss track against the ultimate troll. If you want the #1 troll in the entertainment field, it's 50 Cent. It's 50 Cent. 50 Cent is the ultimate troll. Now, why would you I wouldn't even put 50 Cent name in my mouth. I don't know 50 Cent. I ain't in the entertainment field. But if I'm ever walking down the street and I see somebody that look like 50 Cent, I'm crossing the street. I ain't messing with 50. No. 50 is for for the streets. If 50 can sue his own baby mother, then he's about going low. He's not above it. You know, what's the Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. No, not Diddy, 50 said he's that person that when you go low, he go lower. So I gotta say, Kings Combs, are you crazy? I know you want to be out here defending your father, but against 50, he ain't the one. You ain't ready for that. You're not ready for that, King Combs. I don't even really know, and this is not me being disrespectful, I don't know no King Combs music. You see Drake is having trouble and Kendrick Lamar is having trouble going after each other, and King Combs, you a newbie on the block, and you gonna go for 50? You should have left his name out your mouth, because that man is relentless. And he about that life. He about the streets. And like I said, when he could sue his own baby mama, you listen, not 50. 50 is not the one. And 50 has been on Diddy's neck since forever. King, you didn't want to mess with that, but you didn't. Because you, listen, I ain't mad at you. Protect your daddy, but you try to protect him in other ways. Because it's a mess. Listen, guys, I got to load this train up because we got stuff to talk about. So I'm going to bring the people on in the building. Okay, hashtag are you crazy? And y'all know what I need to bring the people in the building. I need a what? I need a, come on, Tay. You always give it to me. I need a choo-choo. Hold aboard, everybody. It is Monday Night Trending Topics. And the title is called Are You Crazy? Who we got on the docket? We got a TV celebrity chef. Messy boots, okay? Didn't pay rent for 4.5 years. We got Shaunie Henderson calling us stupid. So she the only smart one in the building? I cannot. And then we got King Combs, who done lost his mind and wanted to do a diss track, okay, against 50. Listen, that's, come on, Sasuke. She said tickets. Listen, guys, all I ask y'all to do is hit the like button. Hit the like button. That's still how you're going to be a passenger on this train. Let me go ahead and load the train up. And while I load the train up, let me do, since we didn't have it the other day, a little song for the Mother's Day. Hold on now. listen, to all of y'all that still got your mother out there, blessings. And to those that lost their mom, you know what? My condolences to you. But listen, guys, respect your mom, respect your parents. I'm going to go ahead and roll right into this first story, and we're going to deal with Shaunie Henderson. You know, she's messy. She's got a little mouth on her. You know, she think, yeah, she church members that's funding her, that are funding stupid funding her lifestyle. I'm trying to tell you, we're not doing this with Shaunie. You know, Shaunie tried to backtrack, but she tried to backtrack and play mind games with us as if we the ones that are stupid. So let me go ahead and share this screen. Let's get into this Shaunie story. So Shaunie Henderson says a quote from her memoir about ex Shaquille O'Neal was taken out of context. Okay, in an excerpt from her debut memoir, Henderson ponders if she was ever really in love with ex-husband Shaquille O'Neal. Shaunie Henderson is setting the record straight about the viral excerpt from her book, in which she questions whether or not she was really in love with her ex-husband Shaquille O'Neal. In her memoir, Undefeated, Changing the Rules and Winning on My Own Terms, released on Tuesday, May 7th, via Gallery Books, Henderson 49 writes, looking back, I don't know that I was ever really in love with the man whom she married in 2002. The next day, O'Neal 52 posted a somber message on social media, seemingly referencing the confession from his ex-wife. I understand I wouldn't have been in love with me either. Wishing you all the best. All love, Shaq. He wrote on an Instagram with the caption, trust me, I get it. Henderson exclusively tells people she saw O'Neal's cryptic message and believes the excerpt was taken out of context, she explains. My book is my truth. And when I was talking to my friend yesterday, I was like, developing an opinion in a comment from content with no context will show you a lot of people's intelligence and unintelligence, right? There was no context to just one quote that I said. And I think that sadly, people are taking my words out of context. I'm not a girl. I'm not a word girl. Well, why write a book? I'm a character girl. And since I left the marriage of Shaquille, my character has spoken for itself, she continues. It sure has. Have y'all seen Basketball Wives? Henderson says she can't speak for O'Neal, or why he would run with the out of context excerpt on social media. But it's my book, my truth, and it's my legacy. After O'Neal's response circulated on social media, Henderson says she spoke to a friend who experienced a similar uncertainty in a relationship. It's funny, another girlfriend called me and was like, I know exactly what you're saying. She goes, I didn't know that I wasn't in love with my first fiance. She never did get married, but she was like, my fiance, you couldn't tell me I wasn't in love then. Henderson shares that her friend stated that it wasn't until I got older and now I'm married to my husband that I know what being in love feels like, which is a feeling the Basketball Wives star completely understands. When you love somebody, you love somebody. But to be in love with somebody is a different feeling. And I will be honest, I didn't realize that until I found the love of my life right now, and I'm in this marriage. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a different feeling, she says, of her current husband, Keon Henderson, whom she married in 2022. I prayed about it. Henderson admits of the viral ordeal involving her ex-husband. I prayed about everything. Listen, praying about things makes you be quiet. So I go in with what I call my prayer closet, and even that's driving in the car. Is just like when you feel yourself being emotional about something or feeling like you need to defend yourself, you just stop and pray. It will silence you and it will center you and balance you. So absolutely, it's my go-to. Her words being taken out of context reminded Henderson that people often see what they want to see. People don't read. You know what I mean? Love, not in love. They pick out the words they want. Again, context is everything, she says. Henderson and O'Neal are parents to 4 kids together. They have 2 girls, 2 boys. And Shaunie has a son, Miles, from her previous relationship, and Shaq has a daughter from his former girlfriend, Arnetta. Months before the memoirs released, Henderson told people she was nervous to write about her ex-husband because anything involving Shaquille is always a sketchy thing because of who he is and the public's perception of their history together. Still, she felt it was important to share this journey and clarify the public's misconception of her. Over the course of their relationship, which began in the late 1990s and ultimately ended in 2009, when Henderson filed for separation, the couple struggled with infidelity, which O'Neill admitted in his 2011 memoir, Shaq Uncut, My Story. Speaking to people before her memoirs released, Henderson admitted that O'Neill's confessing to his downfalls in their marriage made it easier for her to open up. I was like, oh, okay, he told on himself. She laughed. Leo, you're up. She called us unintelligent, taking it out of context. We need more content. What are your thoughts, Leo?
I think she was crass in her comments about her purchasing audience.
Come on now.
That was the wrong move to say about your purchasing audience, that you want to purchase this book. But I will say this, and everybody put their seatbelt on because I'm getting ready to be on the train car alone. Okay, I know y'all gonna throw tomatoes, but I really am struggling trying to figure out, everyone's upset about her saying she didn't know whether or not she was in love with the man, and she ain't been married to him in 15 years. Their children are grown, are almost grown. And this is not the worst thing. She really didn't say anything about him. What she talked about was her own emotional state at the time. And I don't understand, because there's worse things that I've experienced personally that can come out between a husband and a wife. That's worse than, I don't know whether or not I was really in love with your father and I haven't been with him in 15 years. Like, I had a whole sibling thrown on me as a child at 10 years old to find out I had a whole sibling. Like, there's other things that are worse than that. So I don't really get, and maybe the passengers will help me understand, why is this so horrible? Like, what makes her like the devil reincarnated because she said, I didn't really know whether or not I was in love with the man, and she divorced him 15 years ago. Like, I think it's pretty obvious that the love was not there anymore because she divorced him. Is it because of Shaq? Because I kind of feel like, if 15 years from now, if Khloe Kardashian says, well, I don't even really know whether or not I was really in love with Tristan, everybody be looking at her like, you dumb so-and-so and so. You seen all that he did. He cheated on you. He made babies. He did this. He did that. How come you didn't realize then that you wasn't in love with him? You made 2 babies with him. So I really don't, it's hard for me to grasp, like, what's so foul about her saying, she didn't say she didn't love the man. What she said is that I really don't know if I was really in love with the man at the time. It's been 15 years. What is the window? Like, does it need to be 20 years? It needs to be 30 years? Like, I'm shaking the train because I really don't get, there's worse things that could come out. Like, if my father, God bless him, if he was to pass away today, and he never told us when we was children that we had no whole other sibling, and we find out at the funeral when we all 50 some years old, like, is that good too? Like, to keep the image going that we's all such a happy family? I mean, I don't understand. Like, when is it okay to, like, tell the truth? I don't know. Y'all help me out.
Okay, I'm gonna go to, in my opinion, but I will say this. You know, all your truths don't always have to be spoken out in the public, right? So you, to me, you're a public figure, and it did impact her adult son, and it impacted her adult son that we know of, because he put his comments out on the social media under Shaq's post. It affected her adult son, Miles, who Shaq served as his father, and he bears Shaq's last name, O'Neal. It hurt him. So, because he wrote, and I'm gonna paraphrase under the post, he was like, "I'm so sorry, this is so crazy, and especially on my birthday." And he goes, "I love you, bro." So my thing is it necessary to say in the public, "Oh, I'm not sure if I loved your father or not," because you got 4 children by this man, but I'm a lean in the direction of saying 5, because Shaq seemed to have raised Miles as his own. I did not know that Miles was not Shaq's biological son, because when they were already broken up and Miles had to go in the hospital for heart surgery, Shaq was there. So my thing is, it's not about pretending about anything, but any therapist that you go to, when you're splitting up with a spouse, they say the best thing you can do for your kids is neither one of you, in front of your kid, in front of to anybody else, say anything negative or disparaging about the other parent. And I would take that for life. That's just my opinion. In my opinion, you're up.
Well, here's the thing. She could have picked so many different other experts out of her book to highlight. This was the excerpt that you wanted to put out there. Okay? And then you tell us we stupid because we reading what you said. Hell, evidently Shaq was stupid too, because he responded to it too. Here's the thing. You can't put something out there, and then when somebody has an opinion about it, you take this low road and decide to call them stupid or unintelligent because we don't have the same viewpoint that you and your friend have. Obviously, both of y'all on the same stuck on stupid and can't get off.
Oh, shoot. There it is. Thank you. In my opinion, Felicia, your thoughts?
Whew, thank you, Diva, for doing it first.
You're welcome.
Yesterday was Mother's Day, and Shaunie was a real poor example of a mama. Yes, she was. I want to go back to her, because I think this is a 2-ply story here. So okay. I want to go back to her quote afterwards, right?
Okay, someone now talk.
Okay, if I may, thank you.
Yes,
all
you
right.
Can.
So you didn't read this quote here. People don't read. You know what I mean? Love, not in love. They pick out words they want. Again, context is everything. And I will remind the chat. She goes, like Opinion just said, I don't know why he would run with the excerpt.
Oh, come on now.
Okay, now, language is very important. The words are very important. I know nobody up on this panel called her the next day, and I know nobody in the chat was able to properly get through, but her ex-husband got through.
Oh, shoot.
And he told her how unhappy he was with it, to the point where she got up here and she told people like Diva, you were stupid. I put that little piece
talk to people.
I put that little thing on the hook and threw it out in the water, and all y'all ran to buy that book based on some words that had no context. Either you're unintelligent or you don't know how to read. Well, have mercy. Come on now.
Yeah, you talk.
So what really happened? Let me say what really happened. Her ex-husband called her up and he said, you know that that automatic deposit that you've been getting into the bank for the last 15 years, it ain't coming no more. And don't be calling me when you're running a little short because you can't pay the landscaper. Or you need a little bit of extra money to take the kids on a trip. Or you shopping and you want to know if you can put something on my account. And she said, oops, to her friend. I think I messed up here. I think something went a little wrong. I need to clear it up with my ex here because it ain't looking good. And that's what she did. And then she decided to walk it back. So what did she value? She valued what he thought and what was going into her bank account. And for those who don't know, when that marriage settled, it is my understanding that she was awarded some $200 million alimony. Okay, so sister girl been paid, but I don't know what she did with her money. And the second part is, listen, Shaunie, it's terrible that you felt it okay to insult the people who support you. She took their support, their appreciation of who she is. They want to hear her story. And if anybody was on here when we was up here last time, I said I would have preferred if she talked about how she was going into her new marriage.
Come on now.
Leo said, that was 15 years ago. However you felt, that's how you felt 15 years ago. She didn't have to put it out, like Opinion said, to be the lead on getting her book noticed in the public. So now her book sales aren't going to go so well. Yet, Dee would tell the truth. Her book was sold out for a minute. But it'll be back on the shelves now because she's going to go the Brian McKnight way. The dollars are tight. Black folks is pretty much consumers. We need to hold on to our dollars. So her book went from $28.99 to $23.99. And probably by Thursday, it'll be $17.99. And by the end of the month, it'll be there for $6.99 for those of you who want to buy it. I'm done.
I appreciate you. Thank you. And someone did correct me. My apologies. It wasn't Miles that had the heart surgery. It was Sharif. Okay. Sandy 2 cents. Thank you so much for the super chat. Shaunie is messy and chasing clicks and views for book sales. Don't like her or her new man. Hello. All right. Julius, you're up.
She wants to say that we're all stupid, unintelligent, and uneducated in our analysis, right? But we're not the ones that put that excerpt in the book. So who's the stupid, uneducated, unintelligent one? Because it ain't us. We was just talking to be talking. But see, time and time again, Shaunie has showed us who she truly is. Which is a dumb, idiotic broad. And I'm saying dumb. Because she is. And even though she had her own issues, but Tammy tried to show her. Now, sis, this and that. Be careful with this. Try to show her. Now, look at Tammy now. She flourishing. She winning. But now, Shaunie has to clean this up. Not only for her deliberate fall flat on her face attack on us, the public, because guess what? Now we're not going to go and buy her. I wasn't going to go and buy her book anyway. Because I knew what time Shaunie was on ever since the show. So I'm good. But this is just another thing to add to the list. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, ladies on the panel. But why is she still receiving alimony checks if she's now married?
I don't think she is. She's not. Yeah, she was just making a comparison that, she was used to a certain level of money and being able to spend it, right? And now she's not getting that. Let me move on to Katrina Julius. Thank you so much. Katrina, you're out.
I'm gonna agree with Shaunie. We are dumb. We are stupid. And the reason why we was dumb and stupid, because we watch you go from 0 to the top. Because the Basketball Wives was one of the top shows that was coming on the screen at that point in time. And we got you there. So yeah, we was dumb for watching you make these black women look like fools. We was dumb. We was stupid. And the ones that went bought your book. I'm sorry, Diva. But if I was them, I would take that book back and get Brittany book. I would take it back. Since we so dumb, we can't remember how to count money. So we got to take this book back and we're going to get Brittany's book. And to see how you like those apples. Because we was dumb for watching everything that you was doing. You played in our faces. You made these women look, well, they made themselves look like fools. And we watch you do this. And then you are, I said again, a colorist. You degraded women. You put these women in these positions to be beat up, talked about, belittled. And did you care? No. You only cared about your ratings. You didn't care about the people. So yeah, we was stupid. We was stupid to watch your show. But I guarantee you now, I do not watch your show, and I would not be buying your book. So by me being stupid at that point, guess what, girl? I have gotten smart. Thank you. That's all I got, Diva.
Thank you, Katrina. Dadon, you're up.
Boy, as always, the Bitter Baby Mama Club.
Oh my gosh.
In 1992, Shaq was drafted #1 pick in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
By the time the late 90s came, Shaunie O'Neal stepped in the picture. Shaq was already a millionaire.
Oh, shoot.
One of the highest paid players in the NBA at that time. Later on, 2002, they got married. She married a millionaire. Comfortable lifestyle. She came from a single mother to being a millionaire's wife.
Okay, come on, talk.
Then you're going to have 4 more kids.
Come on now.
By a man that you're not in love with.
You better talk.
Because you're a millionaire's wife. See, this is the problem that I have with the culture of women that have these nasty things to say about their ex-husbands after they're rich.
Ooh! Ooh! Come on, talk to the people.
You have, if he was so bad, why didn't you drop his last name?
Oh,
why didn't you drop his name?
Woo!
You used his name.
Preach.
You used his name to become an executive producer at VH1. You used his name, for your other show with you and the kids. Why not go back to your maiden name if you didn't love this man, if you weren't in love with him? It's because she was a millionaire's wife. Birds of a feather flock together. Look at some of her closest friends: Jennifer Williams, Evelyn Lozada. Birds that go from one nest to another.
Oh my God.
Shaunie, you called all these people stupid. I think, you were probably right. You need to teach a class on how to become a millionaire's wife, because now you're a first lady. And we already know one first lady that gets on shows and act a plumb fool. But you're a first lady of a church, and you still produce trash.
Oh my God.
Your name is plastic still all over Basketball Wives. First Lady Henderson. Your husband is telling people in the church to shut up. First Lady Henderson.
Oh, come on now.
You don't have any compassion. And your kids check the hell out of you. One did it publicly, but I guarantee the rest of them did it privately. If you're not in love, why did you stay? Because you were a millionaire's wife. You like sitting courtside.
Okay.
You like having your name in lights. But see, the real one would have left and started over and did it on her own with her own last name. So you're telling me that you were just a platinum digger. A little above gold because Shaq, you got that huge settlement. So I have no remorse for people like Shaunie Henderson. You told the people right. We were dumb.
Woo! Well, somebody passed the collection plate because church is over. We're done. I could literally shut down the live right now. There you have it. Savannah, you're out.
I don't know how to follow that. That that was absolutely a showstopper. But Miss Felicia and the Don have already stated my sentiments exactly. Those of us who are on this panel, I think it's most of us, who watched, grew up in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, who watched the dynasty of basketball of the Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal's, Scotty, even Dennis Rodman. We knew what these men were doing. Those wives knew what their husbands were doing on the road at all times. Even Kobe got caught up. So Shaunie knew what Shaq was doing out there. Her playing victim now. Shaq didn't have to come out and confess. Everybody knew. We don't see Juanita Jordan. We've never heard from her. We don't even know what she looks like. And nobody had it worse than Juanita Jordan. Michael was all over the United States and the world doing his thing. And Juanita, she got home money and went into the business, and we never see her. Even when with her issues with her son and Larsa, Juanita never showed her face, never made a comment, never came out. I don't understand Shaunie, knowing that she has this book coming out, why she would shun her audience from buying the book. It's ridiculous. But I agree with Miss Felicia. I believe she got a call from Shaq. And that also was his reason for doing a diss song. I haven't heard the diss song yet, but I heard it's out there. And I think this was just backlash that she got from Shaq and from her children. And she definitely dropped the ball on this one. If you're not a wordsmith, even putting that out there is silly. You just wrote a book. You're trying to sell a book, but you're also stating you're not a wordsmith. Absolutely not intelligent for you to market your book at all. But Shaunie, I haven't followed her or watched her since the Basketball Wives, the whole Jennifer Williams scandal thing that happened on there, and Evelyn Lozada, just disgraceful, that show. But and it's unfortunate. So we'll see what she comes up with next. But this is definitely not 2024 is not the year for her or her husband.
Boom. Thank you, Savannah. I appreciate you. Tay, you're up.
Let me tell you something, Miss Harrison. I'm not gonna buy your book either. And Miss Harrison, if you say you don't like the man that you love, why put it in the book anyway in the first place, Miss Harrison? I don't want it. And Miss Harrison, you need to sit down right there, because when you call other people the S word, you need to take a look at the mirror, Miss Harrison. That's all, Diva.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Tay. Dustin, you're up.
Diva, I'm gonna say something right quick. I'm not gonna buy the book. She can take the book and destroy it. I'm not gonna buy it, and she can get off my TV too. So might as well add that to the mix as well.
Dustin, I appreciate you.
So,
thank you so much.
I'm on the train alone.
Okay.
Yes, you is.
Yes.
And then another thing, she couldn't have been too hurt. She could have been too hurt because she brought both of his mistresses on her show. So she wasn't that hurt.
Listen, Dustin said take the book and destroy it. Okay, and get her off the TV too. All right, listen, y'all. Shaunie, get your life together. Because you contradicted yourself. You calling us stupid. But in the meantime, you the one said after you wrote a book that you're not a wordsmith. You're a character person. Well, that's ironic because your character on Basketball Wives is not the best. But anywho, we're going to go ahead and carry on and roll right into the next story. And the next story, I got to talk about this TV show. I was just like, I'm like, really though? Let's get right into it. talk about this TV chef. So this TV chef, Madison, using legal loopholes to avoid paying rent for the past 4.5 years, the landlord has says. You know what? God bless all the landlords out there. I don't know how y'all do it. God bless y'all. So Celebrity Chef Madison has relied on soft eviction laws to avoid more than $145,000 in rent payments on his Brooklyn apartment the past 4.5 years, his landlord claims. The British-born former champ of the Foods Network Chopped and Iron Chef owes 53 months in back rent on a one-bedroom apartment in Brooklyn that his family has occupied since October 2019, according to the landlord Gus. Okay, so Madison hasn't paid a cent of his rent since January 2020, relying on legal loopholes like repeatedly appealing eviction orders to remain in the State Street apartment, said the landlord. He ought to be ashamed of himself. That's him when they put the eviction signs up, came to evict him, and he said, not today. He said, not today. I never seen anything more absurd in my life. Said the landlord. This is why people are getting out of New York. This system is completely broken and purposely set up to punish the landlord. I'm out over $140,000 in rent, but I still have to pay for insurance, taxes, water, he said. This is not right. Okay. So Madison, whose website notes he's catered posh events for former President Bill Clinton, actress Scarlett Johansson, and other A-listers, initially took advantage of a pandemic-driven state memorandum on evictions from March 20th through mid-January 2022. Since then, judges have ordered Madison's eviction on 5 separate occasions, but he's dodged each time by running to court and filing new appeals. He's a bum. Okay, the landlord and his brother John, who co-owns the 3-story building, learned about the latest appeal Wednesday when they, accompanied by the city marshal, they arrived to evict him. Madison boasted he's been getting advice on how to avoid eviction from State Attorney General Letitia James, and then claimed to make a call to the Attorney General office while standing in front of them. He called the landlord. James' office said it had no knowledge of being contacted by him, and the office did not return messages. So Madison is scheduled to appear in Brooklyn Housing Court on Wednesday on the latest eviction. Returned phone messages and declined to open the door when the Post knocked on Friday. An hour later, 2 police officers responded to a 911 call for a crime in progress in the building, but determined no crime occurred, said an NYPD spokesperson. It's unclear who made the call. Yo, he needs to get out. It's not fair. It's not fair to the landlord. This is a mess. Leo, what are your thoughts?
Really quickly, because we're on the express train, but look it. So how you sleep as a grown man, stay in some place for 4.5 years, and you ain't paid to stay there, and you run into court all the time as soon as you get an eviction notice? I mean, what kind of man are you? What kind of man are you? As a person who have lived in dodgy places, and as a person who could barely pay that rent at one point in time, I could not sleep, y'all. I could not sleep. I did not know when the marshals was coming to come kick me out the spot. So how you got a whole family living in an apartment for 4.5 years that you ain't paid for? You owe $150,000 stacks, and you sleep good at night? This man is shameful.
Yes, he is
shameful. He really is.
He's disgusting. In my opinion, your thoughts?
It's people like him that give other people a bad name. And there are some people that actually is down on their look. But for you to be a chef and have the money and still not pay, that's the part that makes me upset with him, because it's like you're doing this on purpose, sir. You're a whole bum. And if I was the Food Network, I would disassociate with him because he's ruining y'all brand.
Yeah. Yep, I appreciate you. In my opinion, Felicia, you're up.
Diva, did I hear you right? Did you say the city marshal came?
Yeah.
Okay, so that meant he was put out, and they probably got that phone call because he was trying to break back into his apartment.
No, it clearly said that they couldn't put him out because they didn't know that he had already appealed or whatever. He did something to block it.
Wow, that's new. He must have some friends downtown, because usually when the city marshal comes, that's it.
Over.
Yeah, you got to go, and then you got to go see the judge like immediately, and either pay the back rent, and or they put your things in storage. I don't know what's happening there. Maybe he really does know somebody, because he should have already been gone, and it's unfortunate. But he's not an American, and he ain't a real Brooklynite. He ain't really from here. He's from overseas. He come from where Grace come from. So you know how them folks are. They know how to manipulate the legal system. They're not even from here. They know how to manipulate it, and they want to spend other people's money and get away with it.
Yeah, I do believe he knows. Am I saying her name correctly, Letitia James? I do believe he knows her, and I do believe she was giving him the information. But see, that's the problem when you're giving people information. They're supposed to shut their mouth. You don't dime me out. Like, are you dumb? You stupid? I'm telling you how to do this, and you're going to dime me out and have me lose my job, you fool? So you got triple fool. You was getting the information straight from the source, and then when they came to put you out, you want to dime out my name. I could go slap you, you big dummy. Julius, you're up.
He fluffed around and found out. Fluffed around and found out. That's it.
Thank you. Katrina, you're up.
This story is so crazy that it's funny. I mean, it ain't funny to the landlord, but it's just funny how he's manipulating the system. What he doing is he's stacking his money up, so when he go back where he from, he gonna be living like a king, because he ain't paying no rent. And then another thing is his family. The post says a 1-bedroom apartment. How many people in there? How many people staying? Is his wife, his kids? I mean, how many? Because you only got a 1-bedroom apartment. So how many people you got up in there? And then the thing of it is, you on the show cooking. So what, you cooking for Letitia James so she can give you some advice? Is you making her meals or something? Because you can write, if to get evicted, they can misspell your name by one letter. Then they got to go back to court. They have to do all this. If they say he moved to another spot, they got to go back to court. So there's a lot of legal ways he's getting around it. But to be in there for 4 years and not paid nothing. And when I see these people in Atlanta and Georgia and Alabama that's on the street because they can't pay their rent, not because they're not working, because they just can't do it because of the price of the rent. And he in there for 4 years and living free, that's ridiculous. That's totally ridiculous. And I know the landlord won't do it, but I set the place on fire. That'll run him out of there. But anyway, that's all I got, Diva. Bye.
Thank you. Don, you're up.
Well, I just went through his social media, and he hobnobs with some of the best and the brightest. It looks like he cooks for quite a few A-list celebrities and politicians. So obviously he has some influence and knows people, the right people. And like Katrina just said, one letter off or anything wrong, and there goes an appeal. And obviously he's been giving his rent money to a good lawyer, or somebody who knows that law really, really well, because I don't see anyone being able to skip out on paying rent for 4 years and being able to continue to live anywhere. That's a first for me. I've never heard of that in my life, and especially in a big city like New York. Maybe it's the amount of people that's getting evicted, and the system can't catch up with the people, or I don't know what it is, but the amount of people that you've cooked for, the books that you've been in, you couldn't afford $3,000 a month.
Come on now.
And you have a family, so what example are you setting for them?
Come on now, you better talk.
So this is going to be another generation under him scamming their way around.
You better talk.
So you got to get it together.
Yeah. And listen, I believe I don't watch all these cooking shows, but a lot of them, and I get it with tax and everything, but a lot of them at the end, like the prize is like $100,000 or $250,000 plus a contract here, this, that, and the other. They named 2 cooking shows that he won. Iron Chef, I think it was, and I forgot the other one. It like you would really want your name out there, and you're cooking for celebrities like this. Like you got to be dumb, stupid, or both. Like, why would you do that to your name? And it's a 1-bedroom. Like, if you can't afford to live there, like, come on now. Savannah, you're up.
This is why it's difficult to be a landlord or a homeowner in states like New York or California, Florida, these places where rent is astronomical. And New York consistently ranks as one of those states with the highest cost burdens for both homeowners and renters alike as well. Because rent in New York, and we all know for a 700 square foot apartment in New York, it could easily run you over $2,400, and it's not sanitary or clean or in the best of places sometimes. But stories like this make it difficult, and these are the things that need to be brought out to light. Busing immigrants into New York City, that's also something that should. I just see New York being inundated with so many problems. I keep trying to figure out what Mayor Adams has been doing. It's disheartening. I'm actually going to be taking a trip to Poughkeepsie in a couple weeks here, and we're going to be stopping in New York for some work, for some meetings. And I've been trying to gauge exactly where I'm going to be staying and been Google mapping. And I'm like, okay, I've had to move away from a couple because where we usually stay, it's gone down in ratings. So we had to relocate. And this is not because of me. This is actually my employer who had stated we needed to relocate because it's not safe where in that area anymore. So things like this is just it makes it even more sadder to even visit New York. I agree with Felicia. I think he had someone an insider helping him, because 4 years to not pay a homeowner rent, somebody had to be.
Well, he dimed out. He told us exactly who it was. And she definitely was helping him.
Absolutely. All the while they've been trying to chase Trump, but you're doing these backhanded door deals. You make this is another case like the DA in Atlanta. I mean, we can't be doing dirt and our hands are not clean. I mean, it's just that this is not. This is a new story to me, so I have not heard this, but I will be doing some research on it.
Appreciate you. Thank you, Savannah. Julius, you're out. Did I come to you already on this story?
What story?
The renter?
Yeah.
Okay. Tay, you're out.
Look at here, you ain't world living my apartment for free. No, you have to pay the rent like how it is back in those days. I was saying, Diva, thanks to COVID-19, everybody gonna live for free rent, free water, you name it. You better get my money. If I was a landlord, I'd say you better get my money, run by my money. Don't play by my money. That's all, Diva.
Right. Thank you, Tay. I know that's right. It's not fair. It's not fair to the landlords. They got bills too. And I don't even understand how they have any type of loophole where someone could get away with this. Dustin, you're up.
Yes, I do believe that he shouldn't be allowed to live there. It's been long. It's been long 4 years, and he hasn't paid a dime of rent or any kind of bills. So I'm going to do a shout out to the network of Discovery Network. Get rid of him. Don't pay him another dime because he ain't going to pay his bills. So please get rid of him and don't do any more work with him. He don't deserve it because he don't pay any bills. So everybody else has to pay bills. So this is what you're going to get tonight. And I'm sick of hearing about other people not paying their bills when everybody else in the country has to pay their bills, and we don't get we don't get a pass, Diva. So he shouldn't get a pass either. So he's gonna get some. I think that he might get some jail time. He needs to be some jail time, even from prison time, Diva, because he hasn't paid the bill in 4 years, and he shouldn't get any kind of pass just because he's famous. That's downright ridiculous to me, Diva.
Well, you better come on now, Dustin and Tay Tay on fire tonight. Dustin said lock him up because he need to pay his bills. All right, now, listen, guys. We're going to go ahead and roll right into this last story. I get King Combs because y'all know y'all got on me and I took the heat. That's okay because I was like, come on with the kids. I was feeling bad for the kids, but now, King Combs, you done stepping into grown territory. The ultimate troll that I would never mess with would be 50 Cent because he's not afraid to go low, and he went low. Christian King Combs didn't have to do it, but hey, he did. So he heard from 50 Cent trolls Diddy's son Christian King Combs at the diss track. He said, "I'm afraid for my life." He was joking, of course, because he ain't scared. Okay, so 50 Cent went on the offensive after Diddy's son Christian King Combs released a new diss track, RadarOnline.com has learned, mocking the hip-hop artist for taking a swipe at him. The candy shop hitmaker returned to Instagram with a sarcastic message aimed at King after the 26-year-old slammed his father's detractors, okay? Y'all talking down the family name? He said, "Yo, wildin'," rapped King at the start of the song, telling critics they won't forget who turned their backs on them and fed into the rumors amid Diddy's multiple SA lawsuits. The media mogul has denied wrongdoing. He said, "I did one of you ads," scream out, "No Diddy." King continued, "All that gossip is whack. When all they had was 50 who put this city on the map. Stop lying. Pop's been hated by many men in ends. That's fine. They're going to try to stop these M&Ns and they're going to die trying." 50 Cent, real name Curtis James Jackson III, lived up to his reputation by firing back in a social media post, trolling King for name dropping him in the new single, fittingly titled "Pick a Side." Okay, alongside a photo of a father and son duo performing, 50 Cent posted a response. He said, "I feel so threatened by the things Christian is saying on his record." He wrote in the caption, "I'm afraid for my life. Please don't hurt me, guys." 50 didn't stop there, going on to reference legal drama surrounding King. The chart-topping performer brought up how a woman named Grace sued the rapper, alleging that he forced her to take a spiked shot of tequila and SA'd her while she worked on a yacht that Diddy chartered in December 2022. 50 Cent posted a snippet from the track, okay, next to an image of Grace, alleged injuries. "Gave her the puffy juice with the special sauce in it," he wrote. Oh, 50. As we previously reported, King's via his family's lawyer slammed the claims in the lawsuit as nothing but manufactured lies. In true 50 Cent fashion, the rapper also shared another snippet of King's song during which he seemingly referred to the raids on Diddy's LA and Miami homes in March. "Knock these doors down, Fetty boys running both our cribs. Too bad they ain't know we bought the one next door, cause that's the one they missed." The 26-year-old rap. What a big dummy. What a big dummy. 50 Cent responded to the verse by questioning why King say some S like that when you know the feds are investigating. "It's just stupid." Or is you dumb? LOL. Diddy and 50 have beef since early 2000, and it doesn't appear to be going away anytime soon. 50 Cent told fans that he will be producing a documentary titled "Diddy Do It." Interesting. That a Nashville-based biopharmaceutical consulting company, CM Tech LLC, filed to trademark Diddy Do It in April for film and video production purposes. As for why he filed, the man told us he was simply taking advantage of the opportunity and that he would be open to selling the trademark to the highest bidder. Oh, child, why did this man mess with 50 Cent? And why did he tell the business? In my opinion, your thoughts, 60 seconds.
Boy, when you play stupid games, you get stupid answers. I think he just won the stupidest prize. Oh, here you go. You messing with 50 Cent, and he petty for days. So good luck.
Good luck. Felicia, you're up.
I'm gonna pass on this one because we know how I feel.
Okay, thank you. Katrina, you're up.
Okay. Man, it's so stupid. That don't make no sense. Of all the people, the one that call your dad a fruity pop, this is the man that you coming for? Are you insane? Have you seen what he did to what that girl name? What you got? Cause he say she owed him money for putting out a thing. This man go after everybody. He went out of Oprah, Tyler Perry when they was going up for Mooney. This man goes after everybody, and you coming for something like that, and then you put stuff in the song. Yeah, how stupid are you? For real. And whatever happened, you deserve it because you was stupid for. And did your dad allow that to come out, or was his? No mind. Anyway, it was stupid, dumb, and he will see in the end because you know 50 is coming with a bullet. So just get ready for it. That's all I got, Diva.
No, the feds about to come go to the house. You big dummy. The Don.
Yeah, it's one thing to troll a rapper, but it's another thing to troll the Federal Bureau of Investigations.
Come on now.
Like they're already after your dad, and you have been named, sir, in a suit. Your name is listed as a potential witness there. So you need to calm down, little Diddy. It's just dumb to troll people, and you have to answer to them soon. Your dad's case isn't going anywhere, even though y'all are on vacation. I don't think he has enough money to pay off the right people. So you need to remain calm. I'm pretty sure they read you your Miranda rights. You need to stay calm and keep your mouth shut.
And keep your mouth shut. Yeah.
Just enjoy the vacations with baby love.
I cannot, y'all, tonight. I cannot. Savannah, you up? Not little Diddy. Oh.
I think folks are getting nervous around the Combs household, and I still am a strong believer that we do not know the worst of the Diddy story as of yet. I thought that his children would have some type of gag order on them. I don't know why they're talking. They're making it worse, honestly, because the feds are not sleeping. So if anything, they are piecing this case together, and they're making sure this ain't what is that lawyer that keeps messing up Rodney? This isn't Rodney that they're playing.
Tyrone Blackburn. This ain't Tyrone Blackburn.
Right. This is not Tyrone's that they're messing with. So and I know they're in New York and in Miami and LA. So it's gonna take some time, but the walls are closing in on the Combs household. So they need to enjoy their days while they still have them out there.
Yeah, you better talk. Julius, you're up. 60 seconds.
What is this? Keefe D syndrome?
Oh.
Keefe D syndrome. You big dummy, shut the heck up. Have you heard remain silent? Shut the heck up, because you are a potential defendant. Shut it up.
How about this? Not you telling the feds that y'all don't put all the evidence in the house. We didn't know your boy. Come on now.
The house next door, so they can go and raid their neck.
Come on now. Get all the evidence they was looking for. Tay, you're up.
I said Lil Combs. That's what we call him, Lil Combs. You need to be quiet and let the big dogs handle this right here, because you in this small little kid right here and you doing your daily little work right here, Lil Combs. So I am not gonna buy your CD, Lil Combs.
I appreciate you, Tay. Dustin, you're up.
Turn yourself in, DD, and this will stop. So turn yourself in and admit that you're guilty, because you are guilty, in my opinion. You're guilty till you're innocent to proven guilty, but in my opinion, you are guilty. So turn yourself in, and this will all stop. If you want your family to have some peace and quiet for once. I'm sick of hearing about this, and I'm sick of seeing it on TV.
Go off, Dustin. I am for it tonight. Go off, Dustin.
Just be quiet, Lil Combs. That's all.
I'm just saying he was stupid. You was stupid times two. First of all, who's gonna buy this good crap?
He got that DD syndrome.
Wait, hold on, guys. Thank you so much for the super chat, Miss D. But when you get a chance, check out update on Little Rock, New York. So a lot of people in business have been dismissed from the suit. Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna have to grab that. Thank you so much for that. Listen, I cannot right now. Y'all done killed it tonight. I'm glad I came on. You Dustin said turn yourself in, Diddy, because you I cannot, because you're guilty. Okay, yeah, he sure is Special K. Come on now. Listen, okay, fed up. Don't want to hear about Diddy no more. Listen, guys, let me do this feel good story real quick. It's a good one. It's a mother's love. A mother's love.
This Mother's Day, our Steve Hartman has proof.
Wow, mother's love. The mother stood, prayers do work. The mother stood by her all that time. Everybody left, but the mother stayed. Listen, guys, love your family, love your friends. Whenever you have an opportunity or a chance to hang out with any of your friends or your family, do so. Your presence means everything to them. And, hug the people you love too. Listen, guys, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me this late. It's late, but I want to come on, and I'm glad y'all came and hung out with me. Again, to all of y'all, moms out there, happy belated Mother's Day. I'll see you next time. If you didn't hit the like button coming in, hit the like button on the way out. Thank you so much for being here. Good night and goodbye, everybody.
Do not cheat the diva always.
You can go ahead, JJ.
Oh, early diva. And Diva silent. Listen to him saying Lil Combs.